to beat the Chiefs. The former MVP looks for his first win against Kansas City. Next on Sunday Night Primetime.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. What do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Brady now on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyler Boyd. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Again to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he works free. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nwangu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 107 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll run with Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. That throw by Brady incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback. But like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him. Time to find out if he can do just that.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Brady. Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady going to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's Hardman on the return, and the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, Jackson, and he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now it's Nwangu. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Brady. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He'll get this to Elliott, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Now Brady. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Brady, gotta have this one. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
They're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson fighting to stay upright. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. On the run is Nwangu. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this time he is in. Yes. Kene Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Yeah, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Brady. Pass incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. The quick slant caught. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.